As many of you know, I've tried a lot of Chinese food. I've tried durian, I've tried chicken feet, tried stinky tofu, but from the time I spent in this beautiful country, there's actually a major traditional Chinese food that I avoided like the plague. I was terrified of this thing, and I'm gonna try it today.
I might throw up.
I don't want to. I really don't want to. This is like for the video. I don't know. Do I want to? I don't know. We're gonna do it. It doesn't matter. We're doing it today. I'm talking about the century egg. I'm interested because it is a product that people actually like eat and like. And I don't understand how an egg that looks green and black could possibly taste good. So let's find out. Now, if you don't know what a century egg is, hold tight. I'm gonna walk through the guide of what on earth a century egg is, where it's from, how it's made, all that good stuff. So the century egg in Chinese is called pi dan, and it's also called songhua dan. I'm so sorry if my tones are wrong, but I tried. So pi dan just refers to like a leather skinned egg. Like the word dan is egg, and then pi, I guess, is like something with leather or skin or something. But songhua refers to a pattern that sometimes shows up on the outside of an egg, on the egg white, or you might call it the egg black in this case. Because of the high salt content in these eggs, they can form these really pretty crystals that look kind of like snowflakes or like pine. Fun fact, in Thai and Lao, the word or phrase that is used to describe what this product is right here actually translates directly to horse urine egg because of the strong odor of the egg. Apparently has a very strong ammonia smell. Gets more appealing by the second. You've heard me call it a century egg. It's also simply referred to sometimes as a preserved egg, but other popular names are 100-year-old egg, 1,000-year-old egg, millennium egg, and black egg. Just to clarify, these eggs are not aged for 100 years. They're aged for several weeks or several months depending on the process. So century eggs are actually from China, as you may have guessed, and it's estimated that they were like discovered about 600 years ago. By discovered, I mean someone accidentally like made one in some kind of lime salt pool thing he had. I don't know, someone accidentally made a century egg and then they improved the recipe over time, and they think that that first discovery happened about 600 years ago in the Ming Dynasty in Hunan province. So typically it's a duck egg, at least that's what I found. Essentially the way that they preserve these is by coating eggs in alkaline clay and letting it sit there and age for a long time. That's the traditional method, but a little later on they started adding in wood ash, lots of salt, tea leaves, rice husk, and there was this whole process of soaking it in some kind of like salty mixture with certain chemical compounds in it, and then they would coat it in this clay mixture type thing, and then it would age. So that's still kind of what it looks like today. It's soaked, it's coated, it's aged. But one of the modern day methods is actually very different from the traditional methods and involves no clay as far as I know. The eggs are soaked in this bath of salt, and then there's a couple like chemical compounds that are in there that do certain things. And they soak it in there for 10 days. And then they wrap it in plastic and they age it for several weeks. Regardless of the method that is used to produce a century egg, what's happening is that the alkaline salt is raising the pH level of the egg. And that causes a breakdown to happen of the flavorless proteins and fats that are inside of an egg. And in turn, that produces a variety of smaller, flavorful compounds. Whew, that is as sciencey as we were going to get today. So how do people actually eat these? Usually it's either eaten as a snack or it's quartered and put on a plate in a like nice display, because apparently people like their eggs to be black. I don't know, is that a nice thing to see? But a really popular dish that this is eaten in, it is congee with century egg. Congee is kind of like a rice pudding thing. It kind of looks like cottage cheese to someone who doesn't know what they're looking at. But yeah, they'll chop up a bunch of century eggs and throw that in there, and that's a popular dish. So that is all the facts I have about century eggs, and I have been avoiding this moment, but now there's no avoiding it. So let's do the taste test. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I had to put on a tank top because I'm getting the nervous sweats. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we got going. Also, I have no idea which brand of eggs you should buy, but this one says lead-free. And it says the ingredients are duck eggs, salt, water, tea leaves, sodium carbonate. And it was packaged in Fujian province. The ones in America, I've noticed you have to keep refrigerated. But the ones that I saw in China were definitely not refrigerated. So I'm not really sure what the right answer is on whether or not you should refrigerate it, but this one specifically says keep refrigerated. So That's what I did. So this is what it looks like. That is the label on the package, if you're curious. Came in a styrofoam container, very fancy schmancy. And there are 6 eggs inside. If someone held this up to my nose and was like, close your eyes, guess what the smell is? Potting soil. Which one of you is gonna be my first century egg? I'm so freaking scared, you guys. So it's in its own little plastic baggie. Ew. It smells like mold. Ew, is that normal? It's like, got this weird moldy looking spot on it. Here, I'll show the GoPro. I've got the GoPro down here, so I might be pulling some footage from there. Okay, I'm gonna pull out another one because I'm scared. Okay, this one doesn't have that scary spot on it, so I'm actually gonna go with this one because it's slightly less intimidating. It feels very soft and smooth and also extremely heavy. For an egg, like this feels different. It smells like dirt, looks like mold. That's the century egg motto. So I guess first I need to crack this open. It's just like an Easter egg, right? Same thing. It's definitely got some snowflake pattern and that like pine pattern thing going on. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Let's see what it smells like now. There's a smell that it has to it that is it Play-Doh? The shell's actually thicker and stronger than I expected it to be. I gotta admit, this is really pretty. This is making my like black soul very satisfied. One of the reasons I was so hesitant to try a century egg is because I felt like everyone was gonna be like, century eggs are nothing. You gotta try balut next. And you know what? Balut is definitely not on my list. I have no plans to try balut. Hopefully ever. So this is kind of like a blackish, greenish jelly look to it. Ugh, it smells horrible. Okay, I'm gonna cut into it now. It's hard. Are you sure this is edible? That's my first thought. Looking at this, I'm like, are we sure that this isn't gonna kill me? Okay. Ah! I don't want to try this at all, but I heard it's good. I heard it's salty and good. And actually, believe it or not, I've never seen someone eat these and I've never seen anybody's reaction to it. I actually haven't watched any videos about this, so I have no idea. I hope this is just built up in my head. The egg itself is actually kind of like a brownish translucent color. It reminds me of like the tea eggs in China, which those aren't scary. They're just dyed with tea. And they have a light tea flavor to them. But the yolk is extremely scary on these. It is like gooey, pungent, looks creamy. So, god damn it. Okay. We could just stop filming this video and pick a different video idea and pretend this never happened. But this is Lauren Without Fear. So, I'm gonna go into this fearlessly. I'm gonna put the whole thing in my mouth so you guys don't judge me either, because I feel like everyone's always like, those tiny bites you take upset me. Oh, this time I'm gonna take a full bite so no one can say nothing. This is a quarter of a century egg down the hatch. I hate this. You have to swallow it, Lauren. I might throw up. Well. I'm never eating that again. I don't think I've ever said that about a Chinese dish. That was truly horrendous. The egg white, or egg black as I'd like to call it, had a firm jelly texture, not a soft jelly texture. You know, like when you eat Jell-O and it just kind of like, it could just like mash up in your mouth without you even trying and then you just swallow it. It's like nothing. No, this was like, you need to bite every bite of this. Like you need to like really chew it. Yeah, it's pretty firm. The middle Tastes like moldy clay. I don't know why I keep thinking of Play-Doh and makeup. I keep thinking of like old makeup. Like it tastes like old freaking makeup. It's disgusting. This is by far the worst Chinese food I've ever had in my life. I like durian. I don't mind chicken feet. Like I don't like it because of the texture, but like I'm not opposed to like eating the skin off of the chicken feet. I'm not grossed out enough by the shape of it to not eat it at all. I like stinky tofu even, but this is on a whole different level. I don't think I've actually ever gagged like that from a taste test video. This is actually maybe a first for this channel. I don't know what else to say. It basically tastes like inedible Jell-O filled with moldy cream. I don't know. It's horrible. Texture, flavor, it was all bad. I'm so sorry if I offend you by saying this is like the worst thing I've ever tried, but like I truly love Chinese food. You guys know. I've had some extremely good authentic Chinese dishes that I was terrified of, like fish head or like the fish eyeball, intestines. Some of it I really liked. Stinky tofu is like fermented tofu. I loved it. I ate the whole dish. But no, I don't think I'm gonna get into century eggs. I don't think this is gonna happen for me. Like it's that bad. So, all right, good talk. I'm gonna go decompress now, and I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will talk to you very soon. Let's chat in the comments, shall we? Okay, bye.